Hi there. Today we are going to listen a story about Thirsty Crow. On a scorching summer day, the sun burned brightly in the sky, making the land below dry and lifeless. The rivers had shrunk to thin streams, and the ponds had turned into cracked patches of mud. Trees stood still, their leaves drooping in exhaustion. Birds and animals searched desperately for water, their throats dry and parched. Among them was a clever crow named Kavi. He had been flying for hours, his wings heavy with fatigue, searching for even a tiny drop of water. His beak was dry, and his strength was fading. He knew he had to find water soon, or he would not be able to continue his journey. Kavi soared over fields, villages, and hills, his sharp eyes scanning the ground below. He saw farmers resting under trees, panting animals sheltering from the heat, and children waving fans to cool themselves. But nowhere did he see water. Oh, where will I find water? Kavi cawed, feeling desperate. I must keep searching. Giving up is not an option. Just as he was about to lose hope, something shiny caught his eye. In the middle of a small garden near a village, he spotted a clay pot sitting under a banyan tree. His heart leaped with hope. Could there be water inside? With a final burst of energy, Kavi flapped his wings and landed near the pot. He peered inside, and his eyes widened with joy. Yes! There was water at the bottom of the pot. But his happiness quickly faded. The water was too deep, and his beak could not reach it. Kavi hopped around the pot, trying to think of a solution. He tried tilting the pot with his claws, but it was too heavy. He even tried sticking his head inside, but the opening was too narrow. Frustrated, he let out a loud caw. There must be a way to reach the water, he thought. I must use my mind. Just then, he noticed small pebbles scattered nearby. An idea flashed in his mind. What if I drop these pebbles into the pot? Maybe the water will rise. Without wasting a second, Kavi picked up a pebble with his beak and dropped it into the pot. Plop! The pebble sunk to the bottom. He picked up another and dropped it in. Plop! He kept going, picking up one pebble after another and dropping them in. Slowly, the water level began to rise. Seeing his plan working, Kavi grew excited and worked even faster. More and more pebbles went into the pot. The water kept rising higher and higher. Sweat dripped from his feathers, but he did not stop. After what felt like a long time, the water finally reached the top. Kavi dipped his beak in and drank the cool, refreshing water. Oh, how sweet and soothing it was! He drank and drank until his thirst was completely gone. He sighed in relief, feeling strong again. Just then, a little girl from the village walked into the garden. She had been carrying a jug of water for her plants. When she saw Kavi drinking from the pot, she stopped and watched in amazement. Oh, you clever crow, she laughed. You found a way to get the water. What a smart bird you are. She ran back to her house and told her grandfather about the crow. The old man chuckled and said, "That crow has taught us an important lesson. When we face problems, we should not give up. We should use our minds to find a solution." The story of Kavi, the clever crow, spread through the village. People admired his wisdom and determination. From then on, they left small bowls of water for birds and animals, remembering the lesson Kavi had taught them. As for Kavi, he flew high and proud, knowing that his story would be told for generations. And whenever he saw a problem, he never gave up, he simply found a way. Days passed, and the rainy season finally arrived. The dry land drank deeply, and rivers and lakes filled once more. The trees stood tall and green, and the air was fresh with the scent of blooming flowers. The animals rejoiced, and the birds sang songs of happiness. But Kavi never forgot the lesson he had learned that day. He shared his story with young crows, teaching them that intelligence and perseverance could overcome even the hardest challenges. He told them, no matter how difficult a situation may seem, there is always a way if we think wisely and never give up. And so, Kavi became a legend among the birds, his tale passed down from one generation to the next. He had proven that true strength was not in muscles but in the power of the mind and the will to keep trying.